So next month is October, and I wanted to know what are some of the big games coming out next month. So looked it up, and here are the top 5 that I'm most excited for. Hey everybody, it's the Binks, and today I just want to go over the top 5 video games coming out in October that I'm most excited for, and maybe you are too. Let's find out. So number 5 is for me is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, which is coming out October 26th. This one makes it the list just because a lot of the Marvel games lately have actually been pretty good, most notably the PS4 version of Spider-Man. So the first thing that I notice is that the character designs are pretty different from the Marvel movie counterparts, which could be a good thing. This might allow for more freedom in the storytelling as well as the character development, and I'm really hoping that more comic book references and crossovers will be in the game than what is shown in the movies so far. So what I've seen from the gameplay so far is it looks pretty fun. It looks like almost like a third-person action tactical game, kind of similar to Final Fantasy VII Remake, where you control Cloud and have your other teammates perform certain actions and combo sequences that may affect the enemy target, kind of like slows down the pace of the game. So throughout the game, you play as Star-Lord, the captain of, well, the Guardians of the Galaxy. During the combat, you're able to select various abilities from not only yourself, but from your teammates as well. This allows you to do cool combos and even activate some kind of super meter where it plays some pretty recognizable-ish music, which I'm sure is DMCA-able. What's nice about this game is it definitely has that sci-fi element in it with the environments that we've seen so far, which look pretty cool. Along with the action gameplay that we've seen so far, there's some narrative choices throughout the game that seem to affect how teammates feel about you as well as some elements of the story. What I'm curious to see is, will those story elements actually have effect on the greater main story of overall, or is it mostly just team relation stuff where, Gamora likes you more than Rocket, and this hinders your choices later on maybe? I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. If this game is anywhere near as good as the movies were for me, then we shouldn't have anything to worry about, hopefully. So number 4 is going to be Mario Party Superstars, coming out October 29th. If you haven't played some of the older Mario Party games from like the N64 era, this might be for you, and for me too. It's a classic spin on the old Mario Party games, a fresh coat of paint on it, looks pretty nice, and I'm sure I'm going to lose a friend or two. They have shown off 5 boards so far, and there's at least 100 mini games from multiple releases of the game, and they seem to be mostly from Mario Parties 1 through 3. One of the best things about this game is that all game modes work online, so you can not only play with your friends and family from distances, but also piss off random people as well, which is pretty cool. So far, we can assume that the roster is going to be mostly related to Mario Parties 1 through 3, so most of the non-Bowser related characters like Koopa, Shy Guy, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Kid Bowser, etc., since this was based off of those earlier games. I think it's safe to say that this game will ruin friendships, and that's okay. Number 3, Back 4 Blood, coming out October 12th. This game is the spiritual successor of the Left 4 Dead series made by the original creators of the series, which is pretty cool. So far, there are at least 7 playable characters, each with their own special ability that adds something to the team dynamic. This is kind of unique and adds a bit more strategy rather than do I want to play a certain guy or girl. Not only that, this game is toting a special AI called the Game Director, or I guess it's like a Game Master, that will monitor the player's statuses to determine what to throw at you next. So this Game Director will actually pick cards at the beginning of the level that will affect how you play the game. This can be anything from environmental changes such as rain or fog, how to kill the monsters in the game, such as requiring headshots only, or maybe they take more bullets to actually kill, or something along those lines. After that happens, the players have a chance to pick cards to counteract those level changes, which kind of gives a bit more strategy rather than the run and gun feel that we're used to. So there were a lot of concerns voiced by the player base regarding the level difficulty, like the easy is too easy and the hard is impossible, so maybe make one in between that makes sense. There were some other concerns voiced as well, but I'm hopeful that the developers are listening. So we'll have to see when this game comes out October 12th. So number 2 is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. That's actually coming out October 5th. Have you ever thought about who would actually win in a fight between SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, and Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Neither did I. But with this game, you can actually see. So this game is similar to Smash Brothers, where it's a platform fighter with many stars from the Nickelodeon universe coming together to, well, beat each other up. It uses a percentage system similar to Smash Brothers, where you can knock each other off the stage to take, I'm sure it's going to be called stocks or lives, similar to Smash. So far we know there's at least 20 characters that range from not only 90s cartoon classics all the way to more recent Nickelodeon shows. This is kind of exciting for someone that grew up in the 90s and watched things like Real Monsters, Ren and Stimpy, and Cat Dog. What's really interesting about this game is the movement options and just the tech that's in the game. It seems a little bit more advanced than a typical Smash Brothers game, even though it doesn't look as pretty. One of the things that's most exciting about this game is that it's going to have rollback netcode, which means you can play online very well from people from very far away. So for example, East to West Coast can play pretty stably. And not only that, if you're on the East Coast, you can actually play some people in Europe relatively well if you have a good enough internet connection, which is pretty cool. I look forward to fighting my friends online as well as strangers from around the globe. This one comes out soon on October 5th. Number 1 for me is going to be Metroid Dread, coming out October 8th. So, Samus Aran is finally back with a game that which has been way too long. And not only that, it's been 19 years since the last main storyline Metroid game. That was when Metroid Fusion came out for the Game Boy Advance in 2002. And this game takes place right after Metroid Fusion. What starts the story going is that the X-Parasite was sighted on another planet, which was thought to be extinct. This was something that we hunted down in Metroid Fusion. And the Galactic Federation has sent out the latest robots, their latest battle combat bots, to go investigate. The Federation loses contact with these robots and they have to call on the baddest bounty hunter they know, Samus Aran. So what we've seen from the trailer so far is a lot of scary moments where Samus is being hunted down by these robots, which I think were the ones sent by the Galactic Federation. We're not really sure what happened to these robots, but I'm sure that's a mystery that we'll unlock when we play the game. What we've seen from the gameplay so far is an active melee counterattack, some additional abilities that are both new and returning, as well as a lot of exploration which we come to expect in the series. So in this game you get to explore more about the mysteries of the Chozos, the giant bird race that actually raised Samus Aran as a kid, what happened to the robots, and what is happening with the X-Parasite. One other thing is, why is Kraid locked up in the basement of this planet? I am personally most excited for this game because I love the Metroidvania genre, and I'm really excited for that. This one's coming out on October 8th. Alright, so there it is. Is there a game that I didn't mention that you're excited for coming out in October? Let me know in the comments below. Hey everyone, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you want to see some more content around anime and video games, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one.